Don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny way. We're just holding to zero. It's on every day. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't celebrate. We're the zero holders, so that's what we say. Zero holders, so that's what we say. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. And none for your ears, we're living the dream.
Good morning, boys. Mega GMs, how we doing? All right. What's up? What's up? China, good morning, dude. DK, good morning. Funny. What's up, man? CJ, good morning. Hoods, good morning. Good to see you guys. All right. Man, where to even start? Where to even start today? Good Lord. I'll start with saying, man, I wish I was down in Miami. How about that? Anybody here actually down in Miami for Art Basel? What an awesome thing, man. Hey, I know NFTs are kind of dead. I know. I get it. But, you know, truth is they're not. It's just that nobody wants your NFTs. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? What a cool thing happened. So right now in Miami, we have some of our favorite digital artists. I'm not going to call them NFT artists anymore. Digital artists who happen to mint their artwork on the blockchain as NFTs are down there at Art Basel Miami and doing their thing and showing the world, like, man, how cool some of this stuff really, really is. And a guy like Beeple down there right now and getting the attention of everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean like literally everybody. Our boy Beeple, like mainstream news, CNN talking about Beeple and ABC talking about Beeple and TMZ talking about Beeple. Everybody's talking about Beeple right now. And he's not doing anything. It's fair to say he's not doing anything new. For us, it's not new. Beeple's doing what Beeple does. He's making provocative art and pretty shocking stuff. And he's using technology. He's using the blockchain. And he's using AI. And he's using robots. And, you know, I think you got to appreciate. I'm talking to everybody here. I think you got to appreciate how far ahead you are than most people, how much more plugged in you are than most people. The fact that we're going to look at Beeple's art exhibition, what he's doing, what's it called? Unusual Animals. And the fact that it won't shock you, but the rest of the world sees it like, what the fuck is this? What a crazy thing. It's just a good reminder, say it again, how far ahead we are. Cutting edge of this art, digital whatever revolution that's happening. Crazy stuff. All right, we're live. Okay, finally live over on Pump Fun. We're live on Soon Abstract. Abstract's weird. It takes a few minutes to get warmed up and then it starts going. There we go. We're live on Abstract now. We should be live on X, course, YouTube. Smash a like wherever you're watching, but come over to YouTube on the weekends. I mean, you're watching, so you know, but on the weekends, I'm not streaming on the Crypto Slam account. Streaming over here on the personal channel. It's called Inside NFTs. You know, I always go back and forth if I'm going to rename it or not. Fuck it, dude. You know, whatever. I think we just leave it. No, not good for SEO and whatever. And I think I just don't care. You know what I mean? I think we stay Inside NFTs. We'll look at the market today too. I think I want to kick it off looking at the Beeple exhibition though. That's the thing that's got me the most excited. And by the way, it's not just Beeple down there that's doing cool shit. Jack Butcher's down there with Jaleel and Xcopy. While I don't think he's IRL, he might be. I think Xcopy's still completely anonymous. So Xcopy might actually be at Art Basel and people just don't know who he is. I think that's true. I wouldn't be surprised if Xcopy was actually there. But just really, really cool to give art that kind of platform and to get the world's eyeballs on it and cool stuff. Oh, no shit, dude. That's cool. That's kind of cool to hear. Found the channel because of the name. I like it, dude. I love that a lot. I mean, okay, how about this? NFTs aren't cool and popular, so it won't show up SEO wise. But if you're like looking for NFTs, if you're interested in it, you're gonna find it, and that's kind of the people I want to reach, anyways, right? So maybe that's perfect. That's pretty cool. Hoods, long week, phone shit out early in the week. Damn. I'm glad you got a new one, dude. Your phone's always being an asshole, dude. Glad you got that. Glad you got a new one. Again, everybody's talking about this, man. Oh, and by the way, spoiler, the art exhibition is awesome. Again, super provocative. It's so bizarre to people. It is. But this art exhibition, it's spitting out physical prints, and we'll get into like what it's actually printing out and like the why. We'll get into like everything about it. But it's also spitting out some on-chain art. We've got NFTs in the mix here too. And the real spoiler here is what they're selling for. If you get lucky here and you get one of these NFTs while you're down there in Miami, look, we've seen a couple flipped already for over $30,000. And I think they go much higher than that. This is not going to be a big collection. They're all 1/1s. It's a 256 edition collection, each one unique. We see editions of 50, right? We see Bitcoin editions of 50, and I'm thinking of the politics is bullshit one. And they sell for like 50 plus ETH each. And all 50 of those are the exact same. So now you have 256 1/1s selling for 10-ish ETH right now. I think those are going way higher. I think those are going 20 plus. And maybe we see those 50-ish. I'm not sure, but they got such an interesting narrative. We'll keep our eyes on that. But man, if you're sitting here liquid 10 ETH, I think they're like 11, almost 12 ETH floor right now. If you're sitting on it, I wouldn't call you crazy if you bought one. I wouldn't. I mean, I know it's not cheap. I don't have it. I'm not doing it. Ooh. I'm actually thinking right now, I could probably sell mostly everything I have and go get one. You know what I mean? Like stuff that I like. I could probably sell most and that's actually tempting. I think Beeple's like that important, that significant. I don't think you'd be crazy at all. Ah, shit, dude. I actually think that's a great play. I actually think if you can grab one of these around 10 ETH, I think that's a great play. Where else are you getting a Beeple? We should check his everydays, and some of his other NFTs just to kind of feel it out. I think you lock up a Beeple and you vault that bad boy forever. Just what I'm thinking. Dude, these are fucking cool. I can't wait to show them. Let's show what's actually happening here, though. Okay, let's play the clip. Here's ABC. Again, everybody's talking about it. Oh, and by the way, these are 3 sales away from an 18 plus ETH floor. Well, okay, how about this? 4 sales away from a 35 ETH floor. I think these are going to be, now I'll tell you, I think these are going to be 20, 30 ETH. Grabbing one right now one sold for under 6 ETH. Holy cow. All right, let me just put this on screen. If you can grab one of these, man. What's up, Rocky? Good morning, dude. Dead, good morning. Good to see you, boys. If you can grab one of these around 10 ETH, boy, oh boy, I think that's probably awesome. Oh man. I'm just like I'm not happy I'm not liquid to do that. Because I think this is obvious. And it's like, I don't care, bear market, bull market, whatever. I think these are going to hold their value really well. I think 11 ETH is a steal on this. I do. Only half the collection minted, actually a little under half. So we're going to see the supply double between today and tomorrow. The exhibition ends tomorrow. But look, if you're in the game for money, there's a play right there. If you're in this because you love art, when are you getting a Beeple 1/1? You're not. You're just not. I think these around 10 ETH is easy. Easy money. And easy, like fucking brilliant, forever collectible too. This is awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna stand by that prediction. 20 plus ETH. I'm not gonna be look. I mean, okay, this is kind of like a little thing I'll do. I'm gonna look at the piece, and I'm just gonna see if looking at a price with the piece feels crazy. When I see a Beeple right here with a 35 ETH price, that doesn't shock me, and I don't think that's crazy. It would not surprise me at all to see all these 30 plus ETH. Not at all. All right. For you rich guys out there, girls, girls, for you whale. I know, by the way, I know some whales watch this. Like I know some big players watch this stuff. I know. I used to not realize that. And then over time, I've come to learn that there's some people with a lot of money who watch, and yeah, keep your eyes on this. And I don't think these are going to live around 10 ETH long at all. I don't. I'll make a bet next weekend. If we check back to this, it's like 15 plus ETH. I think so. Sir Billy, good morning, man. Okay, we'll come back. We'll talk more prices and whatever, right? By the way, follow me, Huda_idiot. We'll come back and do that. But let's show the exhibit. Let's talk about the what it's doing and the why, because he is an artist. He's not just provocative to be provocative. He's an artist. Man, those guys are fun. But let's look at it. By the way, tell me if you have audio when I start playing this. This is going to copyright me. God damn it. I hate the copyright shit. You get a second of audio from like an ABC, they'll zap your shit. I'd rather get somebody. Hang on. Let me just see if I can get footage from somebody else real quick. I shouldn't care, but I do. I just do. I shouldn't care. God damn it. God damn it, guys. Whatever. I just let it rip. Hang on. Beeple. Let me double check that name. I'm just going to see if I can find, regular animals. So what we have is robot dogs. He's used these at his events in Charleston, South Carolina. He uses these before. Robot dogs, which I believe you can buy the dogs. Either they were talking about he purchased the robot dogs for 100,000 each, or he's selling these. And I think that's what it is. I think he's selling these actual robots, 100,000 each. There's one he's not selling. Let's see if I got that story kind of twisted. Here, I'll do this. I'm going to use like people who are there. I'm going to use some of their footage. Bezos, Zuckerberg, Musk. There's people right there. Picasso. No, yeah. What's up, English? Good morning, dude. Uh, Andy Warhol. Oh, actually, yeah. Actually, that's a really good point. I mean, like, that's a good comparison for people in a way, because Kojima's like twisted, right? He's like fucked in the head, right? And Beeple is too in his own different way, but there's like that similar fucking like weird, bizarre thing. That's a really good point. It's a really good point. It's great art. We'll again get into the why, the message, creepy as hell. It's shitting out a photo. Okay, here's what you're doing. Here's what they're doing. Okay, these robots are just going around. There's cameras around the head, and I'm guessing that's the camera down here. I think. Um, Cameras looking all over, um, taking pictures. What it's doing is each one of these robots actually has an AI. I don't know if we'll call it an LLM, but each one of them has like an AI. Let's say an LLM. It's taking the image, it's then running it through its like training, like its own algorithm, and it's interpreting that photo in its own way. And they're each programmed differently, right? And we'll get into the breakdown of how they look at it. But like Zuckerberg, I think, looks at things through like a metaversey lens, something like that, right? Bezos has his own like kind of lens that he processes, filters these through, and his outputs then match that. They have different speeds too. And I think that speed isn't how they move, it's how frequently they take those pictures, or how frequently they output, how frequently they take a shit and drop a photo on the ground, right? The photos on the ground, that's the physical side of this collection. I don't know how they're giving these away. This is what I'm just itching to find. If you guys know, please tell me. But these are being given out at the event, and I don't know if it's random, right? Like people's handing them out randomly. Those physicals, I think, are going to be worth something too, by the way. The NFTs, I think, will be worth more. There's so much less. There's a little over 1,000 of the physicals. There's 256 of the digitals, the NFTs. Again, don't know how they're being given out. I don't know how you get them. You don't have to pay for them. They're free. It's just kind of randomized. But Again, the speed thing introduces rarity into the collection too, then, right? If you have, let's say, I'm trying to think who'd be the slowest one here. Warhol, whatever. I don't know. The slow ones, I'm assuming then output the least, meaning those are probably the most rare versions of the collection, outputs in the collection. So if there's 256 digital pieces, maybe only 10 of them are coming from whichever's the slowest one, right? So we'll find that breakdown. I mean, here's Wall Street Journal covering this too. Everybody is talking about this. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Let's check this out. He's got his own trailer. Again, he's used these robots before. This is not new. Double checking. You guys got audio? Are you fucking kidding, dude? No audio. God damn it. I'm starting to realize what's going on with this thing. Okay. That's so fucking annoying. Thank you, China. Will probably save me the copyright, by the way. I think what happens is if I switch between layouts of the screen, it almost like unshare. Okay, when you guys don't give a shit, I know, but when I share the screen, I have to pick if I want to share the audio. That simple, and it stays. If I leave it up, it's just good for the rest of the stream, right? If I switch layouts of the screen, it doesn't pull my window off where I have to like then reshare it, but it resets that audio toggle. So when I switch the screen layout, it almost thinks like it unshares and then reshares, and the default of that audio setting is off. You have to toggle it on, but it doesn't actually unshare it. Fucking annoying, but what I think that's what it's doing. That's fucking awesome. All right, the Kim Jong Un one, I don't think is in the final lineup for Art Basel. He's there at the Beeple Studio events, right? But I don't think he's, I don't think he's down. I think there's a Putin one that he uses in his own studio when he uses them. There's a Donald Trump one he has as well, I'm pretty sure. Okay, help me out, guys. That's Warhol and Picasso. I think that's right. And then we got, of course, Beeple, Zuckerberg, Musk. There's a Bezos one too that's at the event. Each one its own, way of processing the photos. So again, the frequency it takes the photos, how it interprets the photos and spits them out, probably the frequency of how often it spits them out. There's your rarity in the collections. So cool. So cool. I think this is the coolest shit. PC Mag covering as well. Everybody. I feel like my wife may have mentioned this to me too, that she saw it somewhere in her, in her world. I more of this, please. More people just doing like, creating. More people just creating, please. More. But like, make it edgy, make it provocative, make it purposeful. It's funny enough. Like, I didn't, okay, to a degree, I've always had like an eye for art. I didn't have an understanding. I had an eye. I could kind of see stuff. Actually, so this is one of my best friends fucking ever. Known him since we were 15, and we used to jam together. We made music. We always had that. He's very artsy too. Always had that thing, but I didn't have like I wasn't trained enough where I could speak on it. How about that? It's like a dumb way of putting it, but it's true. But I've grown that over the years because look, we look at art all the time now on chain. We look at really good art often. This is not just really good art. Subjective and all, I know, but this is not just really good art. This is Beeple is art people will talk about in 100 years. It just is. He's like he's one of those guys for our generation. He's gonna, Beeple's for the history books. Learn to spot the good stuff, the high quality stuff from the not, the low effort stuff, and the stuff that's there from people. Okay. This is a dumb analogy. Like in colleges, everybody's a therapist now. Like everybody says, I'm going to go and I'm going to be a psychiatrist or whatever. And it's just this thing that people do, and you check the box and you just do the thing. And then, or some weird analogy there with art. You got so many people who just say they're an art because they'll sit there with a digital paintbrush and they'll paint the thing, but there's no like, they don't have that thing that moves them and motivates them. They're doing it for the sake of doing it instead of it being like an inspired thing. I see it a lot here. I see it a lot. Just art that I'm like, it looks nice, but I know there's no depth to it. Unlike the Beeple, man. Different. It's a different dude. Okay, I want to get into the details of the project here. What is CNN? We could go to maybe we'll do the CNN article. It's like a quick little interview with him. Although maybe go right to Beeple himself. Here we go. Let's do that. Also, I think this is stupid. I don't know. People just saying retweeted by an account with 15 million followers. Wag me kind of shit. Like, it's stupid. Poop explain. Let's do this. The dogs. Oh, God, it's so cool. The dogs continuously taking pictures and ranking those pictures to find the most interesting ones. And that's the AI part. When it comes time to poop, they're reimagined using AI according to each dog's personality, worldview. Oh, maybe behind the scenes, they're actually curating the photos. But if photos are reimagined using AI according to each dog's personality and worldview. Yeah, Picasso, Warhol, Beeple, Elon in the photos down below. Excited for this type of long-form generative work as it combines dynamic sculptures, photography, and AI into one output where the audience becomes part of the artwork just by viewing it. Speaks to the idea that we'll increasingly be viewing the world through the lens of AI. Interesting. Yeah. 1,024 prints, 256 NFTs distributed throughout the showing, the fair, the whatever, down in Miami. If you're there, if you're around there, you should probably go check that out. You should, come on. It's like a lotto ticket. But to get the chance to grab one of those NFTs that, again, as of right now, $30,000 plus, and I think will go for probably double that, I would be in Miami right now. We'll look at some of the outputs here. But again, photo and reimagined through the AI. And let's see. Oh, so cool. Okay, hang on. Picasso, pretty obvious here. There's the Picasso. Have fun, Choina. We'll see you, buddy. Mike Bennett, good morning. Here is the Beeple version, which looks very Beeple-ish, doesn't it? Wait. Is that Beeple? Or is that War? Yeah, this would be Warhol. Yeah. The second one was very Beeple. Here's Warhol. This has got to be the Beeple. And then, oh, dude, how cool. And then there's the one trained to be like Elon Musk. And so it's like schematics and data. So there's the Musk output. I wonder if, let's check. We're going to check the traits of the collection, see if it breaks it down by which robot. And it does. It does. It does, dude. So now we can start peeking at rarity in the collection. How fucking cool is this? How fucking cool is this, man? All right, we'll dive into rarity in a second. Here's CNN's article. Occasionally, they tip backwards, throw their heads back to expel a printed artwork from their rears while flashing poop mode from a screen on their backs. So cool. Here's Beeple on with some comments here. We're not ready for the future. Regular animals. So cool. So fucking cool. Two of these are Beeple himself. So there's dupes of him. He's probably one of the more common outputs, I'm guessing then. I'm the odd one out, again, compared to the other robots, but they're constantly taking pictures, reinterpreting the world through the lens of these different characters. This one looks like Andy Warhol, how he saw the world. The Picasso image represents the world as Picasso saw it. As for the tech billionaires, so Musk and Bezos, we're increasingly seeing the world through the lens of how they would like us to see it because they control these very powerful algorithms. They judge what we see in the world, and for many, it's their primary source of news. They have unilateral control over how we see the world in many ways. Yeah. Oh, and a good reminder for people who don't know, Beeple's the guy who basically put NFTs on the map in 2021. Yes, Top Shot like laid the groundwork for that. Top Shot is how a lot of us came to NFTs. But Beeple's what kicked off insanity, right? Like that was it. $69 million art sale at Christie's back in early 21. And that was it. That was the moment where everything exploded. Um, they have any Escher no, but that would be cool. No, that would be cool. I hope this is a series he continues with like other artists, other whatever, you know? That'd be cool. Let me see. I just want to see if we have any other comments from him. But I love this when people walk by. Disgusting, disturbing, you know. Yeah. It is. It's fucking bizarre stuff. He even let some dogs, actual dogs. Somebody came through with dogs, and he let him into that little pen with them, which is awesome. I want to peek at rarity here. Let's see. Traits. Oh, there we go. Okay, time. Okay, so they're time stamped, so wouldn't matter for rarity. Style. Might matter a little bit. Dystopic futurism would be Beeple. I think these would all, yeah, they're all Beeple. And actually, out of all of them, it's kind of the second rarest. I think that's then the Picasso. So Picasso, there's only 10 of the Supercube, and there's only 10 of the Elon Musk. So as of right now, we're thinking those are the rarest. We'll keep going and see. Color wise, there's some rarity there, which I don't think that matters a ton. We'll see. Print edition. Yeah. I think that's just the numbering. So it doesn't matter. Location. Oh, dude. Okay, this changes stuff. This actually changes things. Okay, ready? I'm going to walk back everything I said about the value of the collection. Because he's got as a trait the location, right? So Art Basel Miami 2025. If that's a trait, makes me start thinking. And by the way, he spun up a brand new contract for this, right? This is not on Beeple's main artist contract. Brand new contract. Starts making me think, okay, this is capped at 256, but what if he's got, Art Basel 2026? What if he has another Beeple studio event and he gets these going and outputting more, right? And adds to the collection. What if the supply is going to double here? The fact that he has the trait there, look, you either put the trait there because you just like the timestamp in the end, and maybe the collection is capped at 256, period. But that starts making me think it could be a bigger thing. We might see multiple versions of this every year. We might see that. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Okay, so that's the great unknown. That kind of changes everything about the value of the collection. Unless we hear from people that's it. This is like a one and done kind of thing. I doubt it is. Maybe now it's more important that we find out with the robots. Did he buy them for $100,000 or did he sell the robots for $100,000 here? Oh, by the way, just seeing Dmitry Cherniak had a collection mint, I think down there at Art Basel. Sold for 100 ETH total, 20 editions. Okay. So 5 ETH a piece. Okay. Hey. Yeah, pretty cool. We'll come back to that because there's some other stuff. I mean, hey, there's an X copy mint going on in Miami, and most of you guys are probably eligible to mint this thing right now, like just from home. Okay, so we got to find out about that $100,000 comment. That was in an article I read. If he bought the robots for 100,000, then I think this collection can grow. If he at this event is selling the robots for 100,000, then that means this collection might be done with and capped at 256. Got to find out. Okay, edition, location, animal. Okay, this is important too. We're trying to find rarity. Warhol seems to have the most 18, 12, 10. Okay, third we're at like 40 Warhols. Maybe Beeple is the rarest here. Hang on. 6, 10. There's only 11 Beeples. There's only 11 Beeples. Picasso, we're at 30, 39. Okay. Zuckerberg, there's 8. And then 5, so we're at 13. 16. There's only 16 Zucks. And how many Musks? Maybe those are the rarest. Beeple the rarest, then Musk, and Bezos. I didn't see many Bezoses. Actually, I didn't see any Bezos. So then Musk, I think, is the second most rare. Okay, let's double check. Musk. 4 and 4. 8. So we're at 10. We're at 10 Elon Musks. How many Beeples did we say there were? 8, 6, 10, 11. Those are the two rarest. Musk and Beeple, two rarest ones. As of now. Again, supply is going to double. So that probably changes. So that's the two biggest factors. Does that rarity stay the same because that's the frequency they take pictures or, poop their outputs out? So I'm guessing so. I'm thinking those will stay the rare. So most important thing then is location. Is that a sign that there's going to be more of these? If we find it's capped, I think it's a buy. It's a buy at 11 ETH. God, I got to find that article. Beeple. Really important. We got to find out if he's selling the robots. Okay, here, maybe something about it. Okay. Each sold for 100K, right? This is not correct, right? Those physicals are not selling for 100K. Are the robots being sold for 100K? Um, 100,000 dogs. Is he selling the dogs? Okay. If I'm betting, I think he bought the robots for 100,000. Well, hang on. Isn't it funny how when there's something new happening, everybody's just so quick to put stuff out there, they don't make sure they're right. So this is saying they sold for 100,000 each. These prints are not selling for 100,000 bucks. I'm pretty sure the prints are not selling for 100,000. The comment I read was about the robots being 100,000, but again, bought them for 100 or selling the robots for 100. And he was real specific too, saying the Beeple one he didn't sell. That's the way I read it. Like he sold the rest, but he's not selling the Beeple robot. There was a comment like that, again, making me think he's selling them, I think. Or is there a single piece? Is there like a 1-1 physical that he sold for? Okay, I mean, this is what I think is maybe true then. Collectors bought every robot for 100. I think the robots got sold, man. I think the robots are being counted like a physical sculpture. If it's true, that collection might be capped and might be a pretty fucking spicy deal. We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see. K-May. He could just be using new robots each year to keep up with the tech. Yeah, okay. There you go. Plus, we know he has other robots, right? He definitely is. He definitely has the Trump robot. He definitely has the Kim Jong-un whatever robot. I'm trying to think from past events, like other robots that we've seen. He definitely has other robots. So maybe he even sells this batch of them. And we know he has more. We know. Although they're masks, so maybe he just is swapping those masks on, off. Yeah, it's so hard to say, man. But again, I'm just itching to know collection size. Does it grow? Regardless, cool as fuck. Have no guesses about the value of this then without knowing the collection, ultimately the collection size. But how cool. The fact that they're free there, I mean, that's the play. You go to Miami, you go try to get a free one, and that's how you win. That's how you win. How fucking cool. Here you go. Jack Butcher's also there, right? I don't know. No, actually, he is selling these there. I was going to say, I'm not sure if he's actually selling NFTs in person, but he is. He has this collection called, I think it's called Receipts. And you're buying a receipt. That's all you're buying. You're buying a receipt. The more you pay, and this is up to you, you pay what you want to pay. The more you pay, the longer your receipt. It is an NFT. And I guess then a physical too. But yeah, the more you pay, the longer your receipt. The end. The end. And I think people laugh and say, "What the fuck?" Right? What's the point? But there is a point. We'll go hop on Jack Butcher's account. We'll kind of get his point, his story. Oh, dude, that's a great shot. Yeah, I fucking love that. Hang on, what is this? Okay, hang on. He is selling. Yeah, what is he selling here? And there you see the frequency, right? The Picasso set for very high, the output very high. Addition to 2 plus 1 print. Oh man, we got to see what that is specifically. Are you buying the 2 robots? Are you getting an NFT and then I'm dying to know what that is specifically. Oh, seems like he bought it. Did Cosmo buy this? Yeah, he bought. Man, okay, he did buy 2 of these. Let's see if it shows like what specifically here, you know? Is it just the digital? Does he get the robot, like the sculpture? And was that $100,000? I hope so, Mike. You think when America gets invaded by robot dogs with machine guns on their back, they'll have faces? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I hope so. I really hope so, dude. That day's coming. What, 50 years, 100 years from now? That day's coming. I can't wait. I just can't wait. Okay, let's see if we got any more. This guy bought one on secondary, it looks like. I think. Okay, golden dick butt. Interpreted by the style of Warhol, pooped out and handed to lucky visitors. Okay, so maybe they're just handed out. Maybe it's just you're walking around and you just gets handed to you. Uh when it's handed to you, by the way, here's what I think happens. You're either handed the physical or you're handed a piece of paper that you might think is a physical. When you look at it, though, it's instructions on how to claim the NFT. That's how I think it's working. His one of 100 is so his yeah. His additions go for 7 to 20 ETH. Physicals 1 to 2 ETH. Man. Yeah, man. There's some kind of opportunity there, I think. If I, look, if I still lived in Florida, if I still lived there, I would make this drive over to Miami just for this, just for that. Wouldn't do it for the X copy exhibit, which is still fucking cool, but I would make the drive to Miami for this, for sure. Peek if any more sold, by the way. I want to see how many total have moved. Okay, we've got 3 at this point. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I didn't even notice a third had sold. So we saw it go for 10 ETH, 9.69 ETH, and then 5.76. Crazy. Be hard to not want to jump on one at that price, to be honest. Okay, let's see any more details here. Nope. Okay. Dude, crazy and like fucking awesome how right now NFTs are the most fun thing happening in crypto. I think the funnest thing happening in crypto is NFTs. It just is. And they happen to all be, well, okay, no, I was going to say all artsy NFTs. I mean, kind of, yes, but kind of, we got a collectible thing going on too. Staying on art real quick though. Same event down in Miami. Xcopy has his gallery. Let's put that on screen. It's like a laundromat. Hey, we're back, buddy. That's what's up. Bitcoin back over 90. Whatever's going on. Okay. There's so much fuckery in the market right now, right? There's so much fuckery. Who can make sense of this thing? But like, look, when traders figured out NFTs, they manipulated the shit out of the market, and we had things like Blur and Blend, and we just learned to financialize it like crazy. But the best guys out there at trading figured out how to game it all and traded it into oblivion, right? And the exact same thing happened with meme coins, right? Meme coins were fucking awesome when they were like kind of organic, right? You could win. And then when people figured it out and learned how to snipe and learned how to, trade more algorithmically or whatever, right? When people figured it out, well, the game changed and you couldn't really win. You couldn't. The same thing's happening in crypto and has been happening longer than it's been happening with NFTs. I would assume, right? Longer than it's been happening with meme coins. The same thing's happening. Why wouldn't that be happening? Market makers who are trading, earning fees, keeping the market liquid, but they're making money doing this. But beyond that, these traders who know how to actually trade, not trading like us, but like, again, trading like the snipers would do with NFTs and meme coins and stuff, like trading at that level. They are playing a very different game, and that's happening at a bigger scale now. Plus, very likely exchanges are trading against you. There's actually big news on that front this week. Hoods, is that one of your coins? Okay. We've got a collection from Xcopy called Bubbles. This is open. By the way, this is important. This collection's open to be claimed until tomorrow. So, like, while we're talking about it, if you have not checked, if you're on the whitelist, you should go check. Okay. So, Beeple has a physical gallery thing down in Miami too. Let's see if we can find some good pictures of it. Well, there it is. That's not Beeple, but there it is. I don't know what you do here. I don't know if you open this up and there's something in there you can claim. There are codes. So maybe you actually open it and you get a code to redeem on that bubbles.art site. And that's the site you want to go to, by the way, bubbles.art. Actually, let me double check that. Like, pretty damn sure, but let me make sure. Oh, here's the Jack Butcher thing, I think, too. Yeah, here's the Jack Butcher thing. So somebody bought, $1, spent $1 on this, gets a short receipt. Is an NFT. Pretty sure that's an NFT. Oh, that's fucking cool. Kim Assendorf is amazing. Pixel Dex, I think, is one of the best projects to come out. It's not what this is, but Pixel Dex is his newest collection before this. Best collection we've seen in a couple of years, I think. Pixel Dex is fucking amazing. It's okay. Pixel Dex art collection with fungible tokens. The more fungible tokens you buy, it ups like the resolution or the pixel density of the art piece, which is super cool. Got it, Hoods. I want more shots of the IRL thing. Okay, so anyway, you're out there. You get a code. You go to the bubbles.art site and you enter your code. Lets you claim some Bubbles NFTs for free. They're not on ETH, by the way. They're on the Shape blockchain, which don't love it. But also what Beeple's doing here, I love, and it maybe keeps the Shape blockchain relevant for some years here, which kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Man, I kind of want to put on King Gizzard. Hang on. Let's go get a copyright strike there. I need it. I need it. We got to groove a bit. King Gizzard. Hang on. They got another tour going on right now. They're in Australia. Let's see. Here, we'll do this. I always play his shit. You know what doesn't make sense to me? Random, but like King Gizzard streams every concert live. Every concert stream live, which is so cool. And then you can take it and you can re-upload it yourself in the end. Like they let you do that. They let you do that with all their albums. You can take their albums and repackage them. You can just repackage them and like sell them, which is cool as fuck. But anyway, this guy re-uploads them, the concert that King Gizzard like streamed, and if I replay it, I got to split any royalties, like which is nothing, right? But any like what is it? Like the ad revenue from my channel, I have to split with this guy, which doesn't make any fucking sense. But that's how. Dude, why are you so aggressive, English? What the fuck, man? Who hurt you, dude? What are you overcompensating for, bro? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. I would turn it down a little bit. I can tell, dude. I love it. Don't ever change, bro. Are you back home, by the way? I know it is. English, you're one of my favorite dudes here. I love you, man. Are you home? I know you traveled for Thanksgiving. Nice. Good shit. All right. There we go. All right. Go to bubbles.art. Let's get back in. Let's get back in. Bubbles.art. Go claim your shit. Okay, here's how it works. And it's actually fucking cool. It's actually fucking cool. Shape blockchain. There are 10 million of these. They're possible. It's possible. There's up to 10 million of these pieces. They're cool too. 1.1 million minted so far. There they are. That's it. It's that simple. It's going to kill my browser, but whatever. That's them. Okay. Claim them. Okay. If you're there IRL, you get a code. When you go to claim, you get to claim a bunch, like thousands of them, I think. I'll say 1,000. I don't know. We'll say 1,000. You get to claim a bunch, though. Okay. If you aren't there, if you don't have a code, you go to claim. I'm maxed out. I did mint. Okay. You click claim, though. It asks for a code. If you don't have one, there's a button that says I don't have a code. It's then directing you to a page where it checks your wallet. If you have a Beeple NFT or are in a whitelisted collection, and I saw like Wreck Guys is one of those collections. Oh, fuck, dude. I got another wallet I want to check, actually. Hang on. But if you're on one of the whitelisted collections or a Beeple holder, you get to mint 10 of them. Okay, so I minted 10. I got 10 of these bubbles. They're not worth anything, by the way. You can buy them on secondary for like a penny. But here's what happens. Let's check if I can claim. Here we go. Let's see. No, I guess not. I was hoping my GVC or something were on the list. It's not. Okay. You mint the 10, or you mint more if you're, got the code. Over the next 10 years, every single day, some of those bubbles pop. I don't remember how often or how many pop a day, right? But whatever. If we end up with like 1 million minted, we're over that now, right? But if we have 2 mil minted, or if we get all the way to the 10 million minted, whatever, doesn't matter. Over the next 10 years, every single day, bubbles pop until finally in a decade, there's one bubble left. One bubble left. And kind of like a Beeple, where a Beeple 1-1 is worth a fucking fortune. Well, all of a sudden, you're the last man standing with a 1-1 X copy. That's going to be worth a fortune. And by a fortune, a 1-1 X copy, something like this, what are we talking? 50,000, maybe 100,000. Honestly, some of his stuff goes for $1 million plus. Some of his stuff goes for more than that. That's more like the older historic stuff, right? Here, I'm going to try again. I don't have a code. Yeah. So none of my GVCs count. I must not have any other collections that count. I had a Max Payne, so that counted for the 10, right? 10 years from now, somebody's going to have a 1-1 X copy. Now, what it says somewhere is in 10 years, if you're like the last one, there's a gift for you. So maybe you get something like the NFT isn't the thing, even though I think it is. At the end of it, somebody gets a gift. Gift is probably 1-1 X copy NFT. Here, let's see. Gift. Make sure that was here. Prize. Oh, okay. Well, I'm an idiot. Prize is the last bubble standing. 1-1. Cool shit. Totally free. Cool way to keep people engaged for 10 years. Cool way to get people collecting digital art for free or buy it for a few pennies. Cool way to get X Copy's name out there, right? At an event which now the entire world is looking at. Cool as shit. If I were a betting man, I would bet X Copy's in person there, by the way. I think he is. So, fucking love it. I want to check if any of my bubbles popped. Only a couple days in, so I doubt it, but let's see. Nope. 10 bubbles right now. Nothing popped. So we're still in the game. We'll see. 10 years from now, we'll see if we're still in the game. What a cool thing. So again, butchers out there doing the receipts, X Copies out there with bubbles, Beeples out there with regular animals. Who else? Who Kim Assendorf, right? What other big artists are out there at this event? This big event, too, I'm trying to remember the name. It's called Zero something. Trying to remember. But fucking awesome, man. I'll say it again, man. NFTs are not dead. They're dead the way we want them to be, the way they used to be. But, man, there's people out there that will buy NFTs and will spend a lot of money on NFTs. It better be worth their effort, their time, whatever. You better matter. Your NFT just needs to matter. Like, that's all. It just needs to matter. And there's our problem. There's really our problem here, right? Your NFT just has to matter for it to be worth something. So I go to the homepage on OpenSea. Does any of this matter? Other than, I guess, the featured stuff does right here, right now. But does any of this matter? Do DX terminal NFTs matter? Well, people are farming base and OpenSea rewards with that, right? But none of it matters. That's why none of it's worth anything anymore. We'll talk to Flogs. Fuck, I keep forgetting the name of that new collection from like Austin and the other like doodles guys. Cool collection, by the way. I'm real tempted to mint that thing. This here might be. Let's see. Oh, I was wondering if this was also a Art Basel collection. It's not. Hang on. Let's see. Let's see what receipts are going for. The Jack Butchers. I can't imagine much, right? When you can buy them for $1. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. Receipts is a little different than I thought. Receipts maybe doesn't mint you an NFT. You get the physical receipt printed out. I'm just guessing here. I think you get the physical receipt printed out. There's one NFT, maybe. Does Butcher own it? That could be it. It might be one NFT that Butcher owns, and maybe it like updates. I don't know. I should probably know more about this, but yeah, that one's probably a little different. Whatever. Butcher's awesome, by the way. He's fucking great. Oh, shit. Random. I need your guys' help. I am planning out. Actually, I need to get a message out. I'm planning another marathon stream and I've got some really big names coming. I can't fucking wait. Who should I get on? Okay, if the theme of the stream is going to be like a kind of year review, who are some of the biggest like names, players, whatever from the past year that I need to try to get on the stream? I got a couple. Well, I have more than a couple in mind. I got quite a few in mind, and I think it's going to be bigger than the last marathon stream. I think it's going to be way bigger. But give me some ideas here. Should get Beeple. That'd be fucking awesome. I could never land a Beeple. One day, 10 years from now, I could maybe get a Beeple. Maybe. All right, let me get organized because I want to move on here. Probably talk some FWOG. Yeah, actually, definitely talk some FWOG. We'll stay on NFTs for a minute, just till whatever. Then we're going to check them. Actually, fuck it. Let's check the market, then back to FWOG. I was scared to look until whoever, I think Mike said 90K. Yeah, shit. I don't know, boys. I don't know. Bitcoin 89.9, ETH over 3K barely. Ripple 204, BNB 891, and Solana 133. Okay, still, pretty damn optimistic about still the end of the year. Actually, hang on. I forget the dude's name who's come in the chat, and he a couple months ago he made a prediction, 12/10, I think. December 10th, we'd see Bitcoin all-time high. Well, shit, at this point, I think he's wrong, but I got it on the calendar that day he's coming on the show, or at least he's going to be in the chat. He's coming back here on that day. We're gonna see if his prediction was right. Dude, the AP did a tweet too. Did we see that before? AP did a tweet about Beeple. God damn. Yeah, can't imagine Bitcoin all-time high on the 10th. I can't imagine Bitcoin all-time high this year. Can't imagine. Still betting on it next year. Still think so. I still think so. I still would bet on that. Everything else, no. I wouldn't bet on anything else seeing all-time highs. And it could happen, but I wouldn't bet on it. All right, let's see ETF volume yesterday real quick. Yeah, been kind of a shitty couple weeks here. 54 million inflows on Bitcoin yesterday. God, I hate this site. On ETH, 75 million outflows, and then Solana, and we got to get the other ETFs tracked here. 4.2 million inflows. Okay. There's some cool developments this week, though. All right, we checked that. I want to stay on NFTs. Let me get organized a little. Talk some FWOG. Oh, we got to talk this too, man. Netflix buying Warner Brothers, or in the process of buying Warner Brothers. Fucking cool. There is, dude, there's a Supergirl trailer coming next week. Unless that got delayed because of this, Netflix deal. Man, we got a lot to get to. I'm going to have to save some for tomorrow. But we're supposed to get a Supergirl trailer this coming week, which is awesome. If it doesn't get delayed, and it might. That blind box thing, dude, I'm so tempted right now. I'm so tempted. Curious who else is going to maybe get that. They need to put out that little cape hoodie thing. I would buy that in a second. If that box was for that, like a hoodie, man, would be all over that thing. Okay, almost ready. Kind of a lot going on in NFTs. And by the way, okay, I remind myself of this every time. Doesn't mean I do anything about it. Okay. So the Beeple thing's going on right now, and we got some NFTs selling for like a decent amount, right? And it's real easy to fall into that trap like we did with the Trump coin, and like, Orangey and people and me even back then saying, oh, it's just getting started, right? Like, it's kind of what we do. Just getting started. And what it really is when the big hypey thing is happening, that's the top. That's the top. So right now we've got a lot of hypey stuff going on in NFTs, and I do see some people saying, oh, this is going to bring back NFTs. I see people saying that. There's people on the timeline saying, "Oh, Beeple's about to bring back NFTs," and then pointing to all this cool stuff that's happening, which is awesome, right? It's not gonna bring back NFTs, man. It's the top. It's almost definitely the fucking top here. Hey, that'd be fucking cool. What's up, Luna? Good to see you, man. Oh, Hoods, I messaged Suno to come on, actually. No reply yet, but I did message Suno to come on this show. I did. Oh, Luna, you want to come on? I don't think I can do that on the show that I'm going to be doing. I would love it, by the way. I would love it, by the way. I got to put, well, shit, dude. Okay, hang on. No. Okay, if this thing gets as big as I think it's going to get, which is like a 12-hour marathon stream like I've done, then I want part of that show to be, because it's to celebrate the whole fucking space, right? Then I want part of the show to be to like, okay, so I'm going to put out an invite to projects out there once I get my main lineup in. And I'm talking to like Animoca. I'll tell you this, who's coming on. Yahoo Finance coming on. How about that? That's fucking awesome. How about that? Might get Yasu. He said for him it was a yes or someone else, but I'll have Animoca on, right? It could be pretty fucking big. Picture that, those names, and then a big 12-hour stream with like all kinds of projects on and platforms and stuff. Like I'm going to reach out to Lighter. I'm going to get them on. But I want part of it. I'm going to invite projects of all sizes to come on. They're for like 10-minute quick chats, right? But I do want people from the community to come on. I think that'd be cool as shit. Like some traders to come on. That would be fucking awesome. But yeah, I'm going to have to prep my ass off. Yahoo Finance coming on. Get out of here, dude. That's crazy. And I think we're going to see, I think we're going to reach out to Cuban and see if he'd come on. He's told us before he would. And then we just didn't have the show idea to get him, right? You know what I mean? Like we just didn't have the thing to then ask him and say, hey, here's the show. Do you want to come? But he's told us he would. Imagine that. Imagine if it's like a show, Yahoo Finance, Yatsu, Mark Cuban, OpenSea, Yuga Labs, like whatever, just big. Would love to get Luca on. I need to reach out to Luca. That's the idea of it. Some of those names are already locked in. So Nature AC coming on, right? So we'll have some heavy hitters on the thing. And my goal is to get this whole my goal is to get the whole 12 hours like packed with heavy hitters. It's like a fucking big old fun marathon. Would be awesome. Ah, shit. 010. That's the name of the exhibit in Miami. There it is. And yes, all that art's free. Bullshit. All right. Yeah, keep the names coming too. Anything you guys think of would be cool. And I hope I can get Suno. I need to follow up on some of these messages. Oh, actually, speaking of which, hang on, I need to reply back to somebody. Okay. Oh, cool shit, dude. All right. Doodles are getting kind of active too here. Kind of cool. All right, so let's start with Wog, who did their NFT mint this week. Went really well. Continuing from the blind box a few weeks ago. What's up, cutie? Good morning. So blind box a couple of weeks ago. Cheapo mint, fucking awesome. And free mint happened this week. Free mint on ETH You guys know the story, right? But if you had the individual box, you're entered in a raffle. If you had the 6-pack, you got 1 guaranteed mint. If you had the 12-pack, you got a guaranteed like 2 free mints. And if you had a pond NFT over on Solana and it was unlisted, you got 5 free mints. Pretty fucking great. And they did really well. They're still doing really well. Minted unrevealed, which I love. I was a little unsure like what way it was going to go, like revealed, unrevealed. Glad it went unrevealed. And they're still unrevealed, by the way. Sitting at a 0.24 floor, which is pretty decent. These would be, I think these would be 0.3 right now if the market didn't dump yesterday. Right? If we didn't have that kind of flash crash yesterday, I think these would be up to like 0.3-ish right now. Even still, these are higher than they were as blind boxes, right? Peak over on Solana, these got to what? 1250 for I'm going by the 12-pack, right? $1,250 is as high as the 12-pack got, which means again already worth more over here. Actually, maybe not. Hang on. So we're talking like $1,500 on this side. I was chatting with my brother about these, and I'm like, dude, this guy Woot's fucking great, right? No royalties. No royalties when you sell them. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. There is. I guess I didn't, you can go click list on your NFTs. And until like I think you got to like select the price. Then it shows you what the royalty is. So I didn't do that. I just clicked sell, and then it put zeros in the creator fee section. So I assume there's no royalties. Well, there are royalties now, and so it's 5%. 5% haircut on your profits here, which suck. I mean, it doesn't suck. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's not. I'm just thinking it might actually be the damn near the same prices over on Solana. Yeah, I'm gonna peek actually. Hey, so anecdotal, but like I have some friends that are getting back into NFTs. Even like Katz had messaged me. He bought an NFT, right? And here's it's fucking cool. He's having fun with it. And like, man, that's the thing with NFTs. Oh, dude, good reminder. I need to pull some of that up. I didn't follow any of it. I saw Orangey and Jakey fight. But dude, okay, people have fun with NFTs. It's a kind of fun we've not replicated anywhere else. NFTs are the most fun fucking thing in all of crypto. It is. Like gambling is fun, meme coins fun, all that. I mean, NFTs are gambling too, right? But prediction market's fun, but like nothing's fun like NFTs. Nothing gives you like that personal connection like an NFT does. So like Kat's got an NFT and he's like loving it and he's up 2-3x on his whatever. But people who are back touching NFTs and trading or just holding or having fun like we haven't had in a while, NFTs just bring that. Yeah, see, if I click list, it shows 0 and you got to go set floor. And then we see it. All right, so then this brings the listing down. I mean, still a bit more than they were on Solana. It's still a little more, like 1350, but we're basically at the peak over there. So yeah, we'll see. Look, I'm pretty fucking sure. These would be 0.3 plus if the market didn't do what it did yesterday, because they're teasing that more's coming. All right, so Woot teased whatever this is. Actually, I'm trying. Hang on. Okay. Oh, never mind. I was trying to read into that, see if that's like trying to hint at like an animation coming or something. But no, it's like token works, right? And that's what everybody was saying here too. Like everybody starts hinting at token works. There's a strategy token coming. I wasn't sure if it was also talking like an animated series something, which whatever, but also cool. But no, there's a strategy token coming, which is cool. I think this is the first time we're going to see a brand new NFT mint unrevealed with an announced strategy token. Does the strategy token come out before reveal happens, though? That I'm super curious about. And let's see what it does for price. As of right now, it actually did do a little something. These got up to like 0.26. When that announcement or that tease happened, like 0.26. and then the market takes a dump, and these go to what, 0.22 ish. If the market dump didn't happen, I think we'd be 0.3 plus. In fact, they're only 0.23 right now because strategy token. If not for that, I think we'd be at like 0.191. I don't know, right? But I think we'd be quite a bit lower if that strategy token wasn't announced. So yeah, dude, let's let's see how it plays out, because now we got a Flog token out there. There's the meme coin, which isn't his. I don't think he launched it, right? I don't think that's his token. I think that's like somebody just did it on their own. So I don't think he looks at it as his. I think he'll look at the strategy token as his. And if I'm wrong about that, like if he has like adopted that token and it's his, well then maybe this does some of the buybacks, like right as that vibe wheel or whatever fucking, as the strategy thing kicks in, it might do token buybacks of Flog. I can't picture it though, because that's a Sol meme coin. I don't think it's built in to do stuff on Solana, so I don't think so. I think this is going to be like the official Flog meme coin, which is probably bad for the Flog token, actually. Hang on. Let's go check that. Let's go check Flog. Because I would imagine then that took a big old hit, right? $12 million. Let's see if that took a hit with the strategy announcement, which would have been yesterday's the 4th. Yeah, I mean, hard to say, but I think, I don't know, dude. A lot of that might be, that might all be because the strategy token announced. It's so hard to tell, right? But it could be. It kind of would make sense if this isn't Woot's official token, and I'm like pretty sure it's not. Guys, if I'm wrong, like let me know. I'm pretty damn curious, but like I don't think this is Flog's token or Woot's token. And now he's launching, you know, like an official token. Also, well, shit. Let me see. Let me see on his side if he links to the meme coin. Yeah, maybe it is his token. Does anybody know? Actually, like, well, shit. His website does link to it. Yeah. Okay. I guess. Okay. I'm not 100% sure that Woot did all this. I think he did all this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude. This gets extra confusing because now he's got a meme coin, a strategy token, an NFT collection on ETH, an NFT collection on Solana, 2 on Solana, the Pond NFTs, and now the blind boxes. I don't know. I don't fucking know. What I do know is it's awesome, and I think they're going to do very well. And I think those NFTs actually have. I think they've got a lot of upside. I do. I actually think these will live it. I think these will live around half an ETH actually, because I'm still expecting this market to come back. I am. And there's a lot of people who love that collection. There's a lot of guys who have big bags of those NFTs, and they're going to pump the shit out of them before they dump. Right? This will get pretty loud on the timeline. I think those are going to do really well. Okay, look, I think it's a play. You're talking pre-reveal, so on reveal you expect a dump. I don't think we'll see a big dump on these. I think we're going to see some legit collectors buying these. I think you're looking at like a 2x in this collection over, you know, the next couple months. It's a long time, right? But I think you got a 2x in Flog, and maybe more if things get fun. I think things are going to get fun. All right, BRB, I need more caffeine, so you guys get this. Let me leave you something with something great. Hang on, there's one epic fucking moment. good one. I'll find it. I'll find it. Yeah, that's the one. All right. All right. BRB. Give me just a minute. God damn. Best band on earth. Best fucking band on earth. Dude, I gotta check out Crypto Fight Night. I think we might jump there next. I'm curious, dude. I don't know who all was fighting. And actually, speaking of, and I don't remember if this was Crypto Fight Night last year. Was last year BitBoy Ansem? I tuned into like another BitBoy stream yesterday. I check in there like whenevs, right? I just hop in and check. Dude, that guy, poor fucking guy. He is like a husk, dude. It's just like, dude, it's so fucking weird and sad. Like, dude, and he's just on antidepressants or something. His brain is like fried.
Good morning, everybody. We're temporarily switching to alternative clients. So despite the fact there was this bug on Ethereum, they still had no downtime, which is pretty unbelievable. So glad they got their jump fixed before causing any problems.
That's it. The whole stream is just that. It's weird. I mean, it's sad. You know what I mean? And also not sad if he's good. Not sad if he's good and in a better place and all. But like that dude is like, look, maybe he needs to be on antidepressants. And it's like such a swing because before he was probably on coke and shit. And the swing from coke and all that to now being on antidepressants, it's like, damn, yeah, that's it. Widespread panic, yes, it's been fucking forever. And I never like was into them. Dude, you know what's weird? I just got so into hip hop the past, 15 years or something. And now I'm like, I'm not into it, but I'm not into it. Like, there's just nothing good. It's gotten so fucking stale and nothing fresh and all. And like, I think like within the past couple months, for the first time, there were like no hip hop tracks in like the Billboard Top 50 or something like that. Like first time in like 30 years or some shit, which is wild. Okay. Anyway, keep your eyes on the FWOG collection. I think it's going to do very well. Yes, everything depends on the market. Yes, rate cuts are coming in next week. Next week, we'll get rate cuts that are announced at FOMC. Yes, it's priced in already, believe it or not. 25 basis point cut is priced in. What's not priced in is if we get another cut in January, which is like what talk is right now, that we think we may get another cut in January. But kind of like keeps happening here. There's such big things hanging over everything, and they're not good. Like, it's bad shit. Okay, not priced in and hanging over everything, that even if we get, and by the way, if there's a rate cut in January, I don't know if that would be like an emergency cut or what, but that would be maybe with a new Fed chair, and maybe there is an emergency cut, or I don't know if CJ's here still, but or anybody who knows if you can get a cut in January. I don't think that's priced in. I don't think, because that would essentially be like getting a 50 basis point cut in December, right? It's basically the same, and that's not priced in. I don't believe that's priced in at all. I do think December rate cut is priced in, though, 25 basis point. Here's the thing. We are about to have another big, scary conversation about government shutdown, right? The one that just ended was only kind of ended, right? All they did is fund the government for a few more months and kick the can down the road to the end of January. We might get another government shutdown at the end of January. And I don't know, dude. I would love to say it's a slim chance of it happening, but I don't believe that. I actually think it's probably going to happen. I think it's more like a coin flip, 50-50. I wouldn't put any, look, I'm not playing this market still. What's up, Rarebo? Dude, good to see you, man. I like this guy. He's cool. I'm not playing the market. When the market bounced back, when Bitcoin bounced back to 93 and it started feeling like we got past the strategy FUD, for just a day or two, it started feeling kind of good again. For just a quick day or two, I felt good. I am feeling optimistic still. All this, right? Okay. CJ, how do they meet monthly? I don't think it's monthly, is it? But or if it is, why is it only certain months where there's cuts that are expected? That's the thing I think I haven't understood. But it's interesting. I'll see if I can find some of the articles. But I was seeing some talk that January cut is starting to sound a little more likely. Still low, I would bet, though. Yeah. What's the state of rug NFT launches these days? Are scammers still in full force? There's very little, dude. There's very little. Because, like, there's just so few buyers for NFTs these days. But, like, we bounce back, Bitcoin 93. I'm spending nothing. Even though, hey, I'll put this on the radar too. Even though there's stuff I'm pretty optimistic about. I'll show you a coin I put on the radar here at launch. Okay. There we go. All right, now it's starting to make sense. Thank you, CJ. Why do they do it 8 times? Like, is there like a reason for like that cadence? Seems weird. Okay, check it out. Here's a prediction that's gone very well. Oh my God. Very well. Repo. Had Repo on my show 2 weeks ago. I've been comparing them and others too now to BitTensor. Had them on the show, like what they're building, confusing, but actually I think that's a good thing. And so early on said this token's going to do really well. Started making predictions saying it might be our best performing virtuals unicorn launch. It got there within a week or so. Started making predictions early when this was at, I think, a 10 mil FTV. And I said, this is going to 25 mil. And I actually think this is going to 50 plus mil. If this market turns around, like if we get some real momentum, this thing's going to 50 to 100 and possibly more. And this is like last week. Might have actually been earlier this week. This thing, okay, first off, came out of the gates, looked pretty good. Started ripping end of last week, early this week, getting up to, I think it got to like 13, 14, 15 mil FTV. Got higher than that too. But when it got there is when I started saying, okay, this one is definitely going higher. When it got to that threshold though, like over 12 mil FTV, That's where it became the best launch on Virtual's unicorn. Like previous top performer was Small Thing, a little robotics thing that probably didn't deserve it, but whatever. But this one then became the top, and that's where I started saying, look, this one is different. And because of the bit tensor comparison, this one's got a ton of upside. So again, at 12 mil, actually, I think this pulled back to like 10 or 9 mil FDV, somewhere in that range. Let's say 9 mil up to like 12 mil. And I said, we'll see this at 25 probably by the end of the week. It got there. It's there now. It's at 33, almost 34 mil FDV. And I'm standing by the other predictions. Had them all the same day. Again, said it would get to 25. It's all-time high right now. Said it would get to 25. And then said it's going to 50. And then 100 is very possible. It's going to happen. This thing is different. This is, look, we've got, this would have been a 10x if we got in day one. In fact, you might have been much higher. We had the opportunity to get in. And this is the point here is I'm not buying shit. I don't care if I miss this. I wish I didn't, but I don't care. We had the opportunity to buy in this, and we were right on top of it. Right from the get-go. Right from the get-go. We could have gotten in sub 1 mil with a tax, right? So it's always tricky to play out, try to figure out where, how up you'd be. But you're looking at what at this point, a 20x if you got in very early, possibly more. And it will end up being quite a bit more. It will end up being, this will be at a 50 plus FDV, and it'll be really soon. I think that looks like pretty damn certain, but I'm not playing anything. I'm not playing until I'm sure, because I don't trust this market at all. And here's what I need. What gets me trusting this market is seeing something like this, and then seeing it happen again, and then again. And yes, that means I missed them all. Yeah, totally. It means I missed them all. But I'm only playing when I'm confident. I'm not just throwing my money away. And until I'm confident, I don't want to throw my money away. I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to give up money. I don't want to gamble. How about that? I don't want to gamble. I want to get to, especially like right now, I want to invest, right? I love how English puts it. It's like gambling is when, I'm trying to remember the exact wording. Investing is when you win more than you lose, or something like that. There's like a specific thing he says, and I love it. I want to invest. I want to get in when I know. And that happens sometimes. That happens. And those kind of plays stand out to you. They're different. It's like you put your money in a thing, and it's not you're throwing it and you're hoping and praying. It's like you put your money in it and you're really sure about where it's going, and you're really sure about the reasons it's going there. In repo, I might have had those reasons, but I wasn't sure because I don't know with this market. I don't know. And it would have been a gamble to me, and I'm not gambling. If I see multiple more launches coming here that do this well, and Bitcoin's holding strong, and we get the rate cuts, and we get clarity with tariffs, the China-US trade war stuff, right? We get clarity with the government shutdown in January. If those things get settled and clear, and then, by the way, the Clarity Act passes, if we have things happen that make me really sure that the worst is behind us, then I'm in. But until I'm sure, I'm not playing anything, and I will miss out on big money. Yes. But I'm not at a place where I want to take losses. Losses would fuck up my game plan and keep me from playing. And I'm going to play in easy mode, right? Got to make sure I have stables on hold, though. Yeah, there we go. And so Mike, and then it's a great take. And I'm not even going to play it like that, right? I don't want to try to time the bottom because I don't know how low we can get, and I don't know time for. I have no clue, and nobody does, right? And so, like, what I do know is, and this is it, when the market gets hot, everything gets very easy, and I only want to play in that time. I just want to play in easy mode. It's so much easier. Even the gambles, right? Just the gambles, the bets, whatever. They hit more often when it's easy mode because people are just so wasteful, which is awesome, by the way. But I'm playing then. I'm not playing like this. And yeah, $1,000 in repo is a week ago is 10,000 today. Wish I did it. No regrets that I didn't, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Or is it the other way around? Don't regret not playing it. Wish I did. Whatever it is, you get the deal. If the market gives you 100 to 107, open a short. I'm still not so sure. I mean, I agree, and also I'm just not sure. What's up, Zober? Good morning. Play majors first 3 years of a cycle and stable a year. Do you guys count 10-10 as like the start of like that year? But repo is going to 50 plus. At this point, there's not enough upside where I'd even want to play now. But just know that we're really on top of this shit still. And I'll keep calling really great stuff, especially on virtuals. If I have an edge somewhere, it's definitely on virtuals right now, right? Like I've got a good feel for the community. I've got a good feel for the virtuals market. I've got a good feel for the upside on these different tokens. So that one I had a good feel for. I don't think we have anything else on the board right now that's, yeah, there's nothing on the board right now that I would be playing. Nothing. Well, with that said, there's a couple new ones on the board. And I won't dive into them now because I'd rather research them and bring them to you and make it easy. Everybody's leaning into this privacy meta. Uh, 126 starts the year. Okay. Bottom in September. Okay. It's crazy, dude. Okay, confirm for me, guys. The 1,054, 56 days or whatever that was, right? The top. I mean, has it literally been the past 3 cycles? The top has been at the 1,050 whatever days? Like literally like to the fucking day. What's up, Choina? What did you miss? We all missed repo. So we all missed repo. You didn't miss much, buddy. We're just that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Yeah. And so like with that, I can see us like wicking down to 30s. I can't picture us living there at all. I can't, like, that's one of those things, right? And I try to be like, I try to come up with like, think of the scenarios of like, even if I don't agree with the thing, if I can picture it happening, right? And most of everybody's takes here, I can. I'm like, I see how that can happen. Like, I wouldn't bet against that happening or whatever. I can't see us living around 30. Like maybe ever again, it could happen, but I don't see it. Got it. That I can do, yeah. But I gotta say, if the last 3 cycles and then now the 4th or whatever has to the fucking day 1,050 whatever days timed the highs, I mean, okay, that has to be like high level fuckery, right? That has to be algorithmic trading. That has to be. That has to be like the self-fulfilling kind of prophecy of like a cycle of what, like, that has to be. That's too, there, like, the odds of that happening is like 1 in many, 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 many billions. Like, that can't just happen. It has to happen by design, which I think is what's happening. Let me just hit a couple other NFT things, and then let's kind of do some more market talk and why I think why I'm still actually very optimistic. Part of that's the new Trump accounts. Part of that's the new Binance Junior accounts. Kind of very little of those, but I think that's an interesting setup for what's coming here. More for me, it's more about what platforms are going to offer crypto trading and what kind of money is coming into the space. It's a lot. Kind of to wrap NFTs though, mystery box meta, right? So again, the fog blind boxes, the pudgy ones, I did not buy last week. I fucked up. I did want to. I didn't want to bridge money over, so I was going to buy my credit card, and I got my transaction in with like 30 seconds to spare or something. And then I didn't look for the next 10, 15 minutes, check my phone, bank thought it was fraud. So it, sends a text, did you mean, was this you or not? And so my transaction didn't go through. So I missed that. Buy it on secondary. I think it's cheaper than the primary sale, but you missed the soulbound token, which everybody's thinking is an abstract ABS stimmy. So it could be. But now we got these. Oh, cool shit. There you go. All right. Well, China, we're in it for the next 10 years together, buddy. But this blind box, this new $99 box, man, I really do want one. I don't think I'm gonna buy it, but I do want one. I do. Especially, god damn it, where is it? And I do want to talk the Netflix thing. Here we go. Look, awesome team. Like former Doodles guys. So you got Austin here. Nyoko. I think Nyoko. Yeah, that's the project. Nyoko. Great art, great team, great, engagement, great community engagement kind of thing, right? Like really smart marketing here, like brilliant. Okay. I think they got a token coming. They've already had free NFTs, right? For people who've engaged and played in their ecosystem, they did these free like NFT badges. Okay, what I don't know here, like I'm not super plugged into this thing. So I don't know if the badges equal token drop. I think that's what it is, though. I think the badges equal token drop. They now drop this blind box thing. Physical statue. I'll show you what it looks like because it looks cool. I just don't love that they're all the exact same, but maybe that's what the fog ones are like too. I don't know. But they're all going to look the same, just different colors. But the one thing they could do that would guarantee I buy, guarantee, and I might buy one of these two, $99. I'm kind of leaning no. Yes, dude, I remember that. That was fucking insane. I remember. And also, I like that stuff. It's not for me, but I like it. But yeah, we're running back that meta again. Exactly. Just for pores now. Okay, I'm tempted to get one because I like to support projects and I always want to play the rarity game and whatever. So I want one, but I don't want to spend $100 on a physical thing, and especially a brand I have no attachment to. Flog, I got a little something for because he's been around long enough where we know it, we feel something. This one I don't, but also I recognize there's something real cool here. I'll show you the statues. They look cool. There's just not enough variety for me. So I think it's a miss. Also, it doesn't matter. Like other people, their community will eat it up. Yikes, hang on. Sorry, my browser's fucked right now. So I want to show the figure. But I would spend $200 on this cape. If they made a hoodie or a cape of that, I would spend $200 on it. $200, I would. Especially, look, if they did a blind box that was like even a hoodie was like a rare thing you could get, I would do it. If it was the physical statue and then some of them would have a hoodie or a cape, I would do it. $200, I would do it. That thing is so fucking cool. And would be even cooler if that would come in like randomized colors too. Maybe the red one's the rarest one. So whatever. Like I would buy it and I would literally wear a fucking cape. Luckily, I don't leave the house. But I would literally wear a cape if I left the house. There's the NFTs, by the way. There's 3 badges. There's like a snake, there's like a rabbit, and there's something else there too. Man, I hope they put out the hoodie. Okay, so what I don't know still is, are they putting out a PFP collection? They got the badges. I don't know if there's a PFP coming. I kind of assume there's a PFP coming. So maybe that box equals like free NFT mint, just like Woot or Woot. It might be free NFT mint. They don't have to collect your ETH address because it would mint on Solana. So like that's one of the reasons I could roll the dice. $99, get the statue. Hope it leads to like a token, and I think it might. I think it does. And maybe it leads to an NFT, like a PFP. There's just too many unknowns, and I don't want to spend 100. Like, dude, Christmas is coming, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I streamed as a wizard. I would definitely stream in a cape. Yeah. I would, dude. If they'd sponsor me, just send me a cape. I'll wear it every goddamn show. But dude, Goldmine, if they released hoodies, if they put out hoodies, I think everybody would be buying them. A lot of people would be. If they put out a cape, I'd be buying it. I'm trying to find the fucking figure though, man. They're all the same. It's just that dude, that character just sitting down. And so like Yeah, now that I wouldn't wear. It's got to be a full fucking cape. It's got to be that. And I would literally wear it and I would embarrass the shit out of my kids the times I do go out. God, they would hate me. But I would. Anyway, maybe an NFT collection like PFP, maybe a token. I would bet there's a, no, I think there is a token, definitely. That G-Boy token. Like, I think that's the ticker, G-Boy. I think that's like definite. The only thing we don't know is PFP. I don't know. What do you guys think there's a PFP collection? Like buying a $99 box equals NFT whitelist? Oh, dude, it can't be. Hang on. Just thinking through this like live. I think it would have to be just like Flog, where if you buy the collector's pack, it's a guaranteed spot. Other ones are a raffle. So I bet you a $99 box, if there's a PFP coming, doesn't guarantee you one. Unless they don't see a ton of sales. So actually, let's check how many sold. And yes, there's the ticker. So there is a meme coin coming. So yeah, I bet if you buy it, you get a token. So your $99 is maybe like $75 or yeah, it's hard to say. But look, everybody loves this. Like, right, you just see who replies. This is like cabal. Good cabal. Like, people that yeah. This is gonna be fucking great. This is gonna do a shit, man. I might have to buy one. I think I'm gonna have to buy one. It's like you bet on the thing, yes, but more than that, you're betting on the team, and then this is a team who will. Solana's gonna push it. Yeah, I'm just connecting all the dots right now. Like Solana's gonna push this. They already have. But right, like Solana is gonna be tweeting about this. So this, I bet, if there's a PFP, gets you the PFP, just like Flog. I doubt this is 2, mints, but this is going to get you a mint at least, I bet. I don't know about this one, and I definitely don't think single box would. Probably a raffle. Would love to see number. Oh, only 824. This is open for 3 days total. I think we're on day 2 right now. Would love to see the figure, by the way. Shit. Anybody who's gonna mint? Like I'm like waffling, man. I think I'm even thinking the risk reward, like downside on it. Downside is you mint and it's only the statue and then you there's no money to be made anywhere, right? That's the one side. You mint the box, it's just the box and the figure. There's no token, there's no NFT. By the way, that's what the figure is going to look like. Exactly that pose, just like, 6-inch and actually a good size. So 6-inch and like, actually, that's a pretty good size. And then, colorful. I just want to see the actual thing though. So the downside is no NFT, no token. So not worth anything. You spend $100 and hope you like your statue. The upside is you get some token, or you get a PFP, or you get both. And then the middle ground is you get some token and you get entered in a raffle. Luna approves. Fuck, man. I don't know, dude. I don't want to spend 100. I really don't. I really don't. I'm that much of a poor right now that I do not want to spend $100. Literally like staring down the barrel of fucking Christmas. I don't want to spend $100. Let me see if Digital shared a picture of the statue. Again, it's cool looking. I hate that I'm back into collectibles and stuff. Like, I was my most productive when I didn't touch anything, dude. When I didn't watch TV and movies and didn't all my collectibles I took off my shelf and I put them in a box. I'm glad I did. I think they're cringe as fuck, by the way. No offense to anybody who collects, but I've got boxes of action figures and statues and shit. I hope I never put them back up. Because when I took them down, I like looked at him like, you're fucking ridiculous, dude. And then I watched, again, no offense to anybody who's into that shit, but then I watch YouTube videos of like old guys who've got like walls full of statues. I'm like, you were that guy. You were literally that fucking guy. Like, never be that again. Again, no offense to anybody. I'm literally talking about myself. I don't want to be the guy with figures everywhere. But all of a sudden, stuff like this is pulling me back, dude. Because I like it. And I don't want to like it. You know? God damn it, dude. I'm going to end up buying it. Let me show you. Let me show you. All right, you guys all got collections, I bet, right?
The biggest story.
Okay, I like this show, by the way. But I'm like, God damn it, that was me. And this guy's great. Not a comment about him, but like I've got dozens of action figures, and I spent time posing them. I'm really great at posing these fucking things. And I just realized I'm saying all that while I got a Superman figure on my desk. Like just I swear to God, I don't have him posed in like on a stand or anything. He's just laying there dead. But like when I bought this is when I realized I got that problem and it's coming back and I don't want to be that guy. Oh, Mike, talk me back into it, brother. Yeah, Billy. Yeah. Cause what happens is I fight the thing. I'm going to fight I'm going to fight the fucking urge to put it up somewhere. But then I'll just bring one down. I'll put one somewhere. And then slowly I'm like, well, this one's cool too. I was looking in my closet for some shoes and I found a random Batman action figure that had fallen out of the box. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, he's fucking cool. That's a good looking figure. I'm like, I could put one down on my desk, right? I can't let it happen. I can't fucking do it. For whatever reason, I don't mind the Pudgy Penguin things. For whatever reason, I don't mind this shit because this is ridiculous, but I think acceptable. Maybe it's not. This is not fucking acceptable when I fucking pose even his cape. This is not acceptable. I'm not happy. I'm not proud about that. I'm going to show you how dark it gets, guys. Like when I tell you I pose these fuckers, I don't want to open the door back to collectible things. And I love them, but I can't do that. I can't do that again. I think the lightsabers in the wine rack is different, maybe. But I think I mentioned like a week ago. Did I tell you guys my very nice lightsaber broke? Sir Billy, that's fucking cool, man. I'm like, yeah, dude, I feel it. I used to have like concert posters all over my walls and figures on shelves that I put up and stuff. It's cool when you're younger. Actually, it's cool both sides. I don't know. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fucking cool, isn't it? No. It's not. No. Now that's the cool thing, Luna. Here's the thing. If you get into collectibles, and this is why I liked NFTs. I did them. I collected for so long. I know the market. And so like I would collect things that were like limited, or I have a very good eye for figures that like are really nice and are characters I know people will collect. So I always bought figures that I would flip on eBay too. I did well flipping those things. I mean, shit, I collected a bunch on Vivi. I told you guys once, right? At one point, my Vivi collection was worth like $1 million. I think I've told you guys that, right? My Vivi augmented reality collectibles was worth $1 million. Sat on it because I'm like, no, way higher. I've got two of the first ever Marvel comic NFT. I'm like, those will be worth $1 million each. They were worth $100,000 each, and I didn't sell them. I know, and Henry and I share this, but we've got a very nice Vivi collection of shit that's not worth anything. Oh boy, I don't know how to share this, but Do a lot of I can very easily get in this trap of posing my figures. It's not good. It's not good, boys. It's really not fucking good. Not the best pose. But it can be a problem. It can be a real problem. God damn it. It's fucking embarrassing. By the way, I'm still scrolling. I've gone through like 50 pictures. Okay. And when I was little, I'd have them up on my desk, and I would have like Spider-Man. I would tie dental floss around his wrist. Would tie floss around his wrist and then string it up to the top of the dresser and have him hanging in the air. It was pretty cool. Bro, at one point, I swear to God, this is not recent. This is when I was a kid. I swear to God. I actually would do stop motion with him. Yeah, I would take pictures and then I would do like a flip book of them. I was a creative kid. So like it was cool, but that's cool when you're a kid. You can't do that. I can't be 44 doing that. I can't be 44 putting up action figures everywhere. Can't do it. I want to. And I don't want to. Okay, but I don't want to because I know it's a sign. I know it's a sign that my attention is on shit it shouldn't be on. So that's why. That's the reason. Okay, so that's probably the best way to put it. I love that shit. I don't want to love that shit. That's the way to put it. But also, okay. So then as a kid it was cool. And I had whole stories and stuff. Like it was cool. And I played with like the little army men figures, right? Like I was like, I played with toys a lot. I love that shit. Yeah, dude. Luna, are we gonna smoke crack together one day? We should, dude. We should smoke some crack. I never done it, but first time I'd smoke some crack with you, dude. But so I broke my lightsaber. I have a cool ass lightsaber collection. I made the right decision, by the way. My sister-in-law and nephew were in town over Thanksgiving. He left with a lightsaber. I gave him one to take home, and I'm shipping him off 2 more with some blades. Dad, you're a crackhead, bro. What? Dad, you smoke crack, bro? What the fuck? I can't do uppers, dude. I can't do uppers. They make me feel fucking awful because I'm really restrained here. I'm like ADHD. I can't do uppers. They do the opposite to me. They don't make me up. They make me crash hard, and I feel so gross. Couldn't do it. I will do crack with you guys, but I shouldn't. And it'll make me feel bad. Actually, dude, I tried, what the fuck did I try? MDMA, I think, like a few years back. It made me feel like shit. Gave me a pounding headache. Didn't like it. Hang on. I am going to crack open my new gummies tonight, though. Oh, shit. I had these on my computer. They're getting warm. I'm going to crack open my new... These are fucking great, by the way. I've only had the energy focus ones. These are sleepy ones, like, and they're light, 5 milligrams, CBD, CBN, THC, and melatonin. Dude, there's melatonin in these fuckers. Ooh, dude, Mike, that sounds crazy. I would never do MDMA again, though. It was only a little bit. I actually had it when I went to the King Gizzard concert. And I had a headache the whole time. Killer headache. Actually, dude. I had more than MDMA, I think. I think I had that. And bought tiny fucking doses. I wasn't fucked up. I think I had that. I think I had a little bit of an oxy. I barely remember it. Did I have something else then, too? I think I smoked a little bud. But I wasn't fucked up. I just had a killer headache. It sucked. So last thing on collectibles. Last couple things. I need a new lightsaber. I actually I think I have to buy one, and I don't want one, but I think I have to buy one. So again, nephew in town. I'm getting rid of the collection, kind of. I want to keep my nice ones. But my nice one broke. My Obi-Wan lightsaber that's cool as fuck. Has the 1-1 sound, super smooth, and lights up all the way up the blade, and it's badass, dude. I think it was $600-$700. We were outside dueling with that shit, and it broke. Thin neck on the Obi-Wan saber, so it actually snapped and it's busted. So I gotta get a new one. So I'm on Facebook Marketplace, which is where the saber community kind of lives. And I think I gotta get a lightsaber. And here's how I'll do it. I'm only gonna get a replacement lightsaber if I make some money on a big trade. That's it. It's like a little motivation to make a good trade and not waste my money. I'll make a dollar amount. If next time I make 10 grand, next time I make 10,000 on a trade, or over the course of whatever, next time I make 10 grand, I can spend 500 up to 1,000 on a new saber. And no more fighting with the nice ones, because that sucked. And actually it was okay. I actually don't care. Poor kid though, he thought he was he kept apologizing and shit. I'm like, dude, we wouldn't be fighting with him if I gave a shit. Okay, back to these. Still haven't found the picture of it, but again, $99 for a collectible. Are we doing it? Are we doing it? Do we think it leads to an NFT, like a PFP? That's the question. That's the fucking question. I'm going to go yes. I think there's more than just a physical collectible. But here's the big ass but. Dude, have we been going 2 hours? It's actually kind of good. Maybe we save the market stuff for tomorrow. But check this out. Here's what helps us figure this out, okay? This. How many of these NFTs are there? 1,400 of the G-Boy or G-Boy. I don't know, G-Boy, whatever. 1,400 of these. 3 Soul Floor. Okay. I'm assuming these equal token drop. Mike, what do you mean? Are you talking the Griffane AI token? So I assume this equals token drop, and I don't know how much token drop, or this equals again PFP. I just don't know. But there's 3 levels of badges, 3 Soul Floor. I'd kind of be more tempted to buy a badge. I don't know. Tempted to get a badge over a box, but that said, I think they'd give out more of these too. I didn't know Griffane trades, man. And it how well is it trading? That's kind of cool, man. I'm still thinking look, I'm still betting that these AI terminals, and I still am betting they're going to perform really fucking well. In fact, I'm keeping my eye on the one that came out this week, the Fuku thing. This guy's platform is really, really fucking cool. This guy launched Fuku. Trading platform, trades perps. Has an incredible win rate too. I'm keeping my eye on that. I'm going to try that platform out here. I'm going to try out that platform. Actually, how's that one doing? Let me see. Cool guy, by the way. He's going to come back on the stream. Whenever, sometime. He's a cool guy. I like him. How's it doing? Dude, Repo. Unbelievable. Not surprised. I'll get them back on too. All right. Question. Nah, shit. I don't know. Repo at 2.8 mil. No, fuck it. I'll ask. Okay. They told me this was an offer. Right? I don't even know. Nah, never mind. Fuck it. Sorry, guys. Straight up for 2 weeks, dude. What's it trading, and what are fees like and shit? Yeah, I'm with you, Zober. Hats, hoodies, shoes as physicals or fidgetals over action figures. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. I get use out of that shit. I mean, you see me every day. I'm wearing a Kongs hoodie. Yeah, I would actually, dude. I need to check back in with those Kongs, the Kongs merch. I forgot they have that whole line of cheap merch now. And damn, dude, I'm still just looking for a shot of the actual statue here, and I'm still debating. I might do the $99, dude. It's a total gamble, right? Man, guys, if you can, you should go to this. If you can, you should go to that. Oh, that's cool, dude. How well? Like percent up. Like I'm ready for that kind of thing, Mike, right? Like just something that's going to trade for me that's like trading like more frequently and trading better and all that, right? Cuz I don't trade. Why are these fucking guys not having pictures? You know what? They probably don't post pictures of the figure cuz it's all the same. Like I don't think they really want that out there. Even though the picture's out there, but they're probably not putting that front and center cuz like how many times can you show the same statue? Okay, there's still 2 days to go on this, so we got 2 days to decide. Maybe tomorrow during the stream we'll figure that out. 31% in the last nice. And it's been doing this for like a couple weeks, like regular. That's kind of awesome, man. All right, I got to check. Dude, this should not be so hard to find the fucking figure. There it is. Although I can't tell if that's like a render or if that's actually it. But that's it. I can't like what I'm curious is that what like the finish is going to look like, right? I actually think that's cool too. I kind of wish it were that. I actually would rather it's that. Four colors, one special. Yeah, see, I think it's the sitting version. And they're all the same. That's why there's not a ton of pictures. Yeah, I don't think I'd have that sitting on my desk or anything, right? But god damn, I want that cape. Uh Interesting. Dude, real interesting, Mike. All right. I got to get some skin in the game somewhere. Maybe this is not the worst time to throw a little something at that kind of thing. Because if we do run there, there's some decent upside. Just thinking short term, what could hurt us, and it's I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know short term what could be so bad here. Anyway, quickly, Pudgy Penguins partnering with Schleik, toy manufacturer. They got a new toy figure coming out January. Pretty cool. Like I'm kind of done buying. Yeah, Billy. Yeah, that little price tag thing looked fake. The price sign. Yeah. Um, I think I'm done buying Pudgy toys at this point. Doodle's got some kind of evolution going on with their, I don't know, that secondary collection they had, Doopies. I think you have to evolve your little fuckers. So kind of cool. Yeah, whatever. It's nothing. It's cool if you're in it. It's a nothing burger if you're not. I like seeing teams doing shit. We got another congressman or whatever. About to rock a pudgy PFP. Sure you guys saw. If he gets actually funny, 10,000 likes and he'll change his PFP. This, I mean, we're getting close to 24 hours in and it's not even halfway there. We would have smashed that a while ago, dude. We would have smashed that number very quickly. Dude, imagine if we don't hit it. Okay, this is a story. I guess I think it's a big story, by the way. I'll probably, I guess, save it for tomorrow. That's a big story. Will Mike, will it adjust your stop loss? Like, does it adjust your position? Oh man, I do want to talk. Also, maybe I save that for tomorrow too, but dude, these fogs look good. I think this collection's going to do really well. For whatever reason, I'm feeling like I'm going to hit one of these. I just am. It's been a minute since I got like a lucky hit, right? I feel like I'm going to hit one of these 1-1s. I'm feeling like I am. Out of all of those, trying to think which I'd want to hit out of all of those. I don't want to jinx it because I wouldn't want the like Matrix one. I would probably like the Sam Spratt one most because I think the Cabal, the fucking rich, art Cabal guys would spend on it. Dude, it's a great collection. Dude, I think I would like that one. Here, let me zoom in. I think I would like this one. They're all great. They're all really good. This collection's going to do really well. It's great art. You know what it reminds me of in a weird way? It kind of reminds me of Heads, right? The Matt Fury or Fury, yeah, Matt Fury collection. It's like that kind of thing, like really, really distinct art. Like really distinct art. What's up, Matt? Good to see you, man. You know what? Out of all the 1-1s, there's an Azuki one. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, they all look great. I don't think I'm loving any of these. I like the Angel. That's cool. Is that Taproot Wizard? Kinda. I don't love the Matrix one. I mean, but they're all cool. Okay, this one reminds me of what's his name? Bold Leonidas. Is that supposed to be like a Bold Leonidas kind of thing? I can't tell totally, but anyway, they're cool. They're gonna do well. Okay, that story's awesome. We'll do that tomorrow, but like that is like the beginning of the end for exchanges manipulating the market. It's like it's part of that. It's part of that conversation. Okay. Finally freeing up some fucking tabs here. So I thought, yeah, I thought you can have, yeah, I guess maybe trailing stop loss. I thought you can actually like kind of change that, like a liquidation level kind of thing, right? So both that and an actual stop loss, right? Because you can just change that. Can't you just manually change that? So I'm just thinking, can an agent or automated system do it for you automatically? Like reading the market, changes its like outlook and adjusts your stop loss. Something like that. Okay, that I think that, yeah, I think, dude, what we might start doing is maybe Sunday's more the market talk stuff. Right? Like Saturday can be a good catch up on like the stories of the week. Sunday could be like market talk. Dude, and the whole Zora, the whole fucking Jesse base Solana bridge thing has got Myrtle fucking fired up. It's actually pretty funny. Oh, this is actually really big. I'll make sure. Let's hit this. This is actually a big deal. And I don't know if everybody's seen this because this didn't really blow up on the timeline, I don't think, but it's a big deal. Okay. Solana Secret Phone, which has like a token claim coming like in the next like couple days, I think, like really, really soon. Dude, they have a massive vulnerability on the Solana Secret Phone. And it's not just that phone, it's other Android phones too. But like an unfixable flaw on this thing where your seed phrase can get compromised or your private key gets compromised, and there's no fixing it without replacing hardware. It's absolutely the worst kind of what vulnerability you could ask for. You can't upgrade firmware by there's nothing you can upgrade to fix this. It's a hardware flaw. You're fucked. Like absolutely fucked. So they got all these Solana Seeker mobile devices that went out, and I don't want to say they're all useless, but they're useless for crypto. If you use it, you're like literally playing with fire. Somebody can compromise. I mean, your device is compromised. Somebody can get your private keys. It's that simple. Now, I don't know how simple it is to get it. I don't think it's going to be hard, though, for guys who do that thing. Like, this is a big problem. And, like, I think the bigger problem is it's not just the Seeker phones. There's other Android phones. So it's the MediaTek Dimensity 7300 chip. Can lead to a full device takeover and private key theft. Attack targets the phone's boot process, allows hackers with physical access to bypass security controls in minutes. Okay, so they got to get physical access to your phone. Okay, so that's at least something. Somebody can't do it remotely. I guess that helps a little bit. I wonder, they're going to have to do something, though. Like, I wonder if it's like a claim your token on the device. You can probably claim wherever, but claim it on the device, and they're going to have to ship out replacements, which I can't imagine is super doable. Like, how much money are they going to spend on that? But it's huge, and we got to find out what other Android devices are affected, because it's not just this thing. You can cancel, put new stop loss in. With a trailing stop loss, you can set it to trigger after a % loss or preset amount. Only a bot can adjust on its own. Okay. Okay, cool. I'll drop the story in here for anyone interested. But yeah, pretty big fucking deal. And not big on the timeline for something that a lot of people are looking forward to that. The Kalshi CNBC, Kalshi CNBC, also Kalshi CNN story this week, I think was a big deal. Like, I think a real big deal. I titled my whole show about it too. Like, to me, it's the end of fake news. Not yet, but also no, probably no, but also awesome. Okay. I'm looking for. Here, I'll do this on screen. I'm just scanning the timeline, seeing if anything wild's happening. Yeah, some of this I think we're gonna have to save for tomorrow. Probably most of this. Let me see. Dude, the whole fucking M2 meme. What a thing that was. It's not wrong. That's also not played out, of course. Crazy. See what else we might want to hit. I mean, there's a lot. Problem is, if I jump in any of these, I think we're then committed for another hour, and I don't know. I hear commotion. Okay. Well, shit. Maybe that was it. It's the Jesse base Solana stuff and then some market stuff. I think that's perfect to save for tomorrow. Okay. We could do. Hang on. Let's do. I do want to talk the Netflix thing. I do. I actually want to talk Netflix, Warner Brothers. Also, kind of who cares, but also it's kind of a big deal for the movie industry and streaming industry. Like, it's kind of a real big deal. So let's do this. Let's do a little scanning of the timeline, see if anything spicy's going on. And as long as we got the copyright hit or whatever, let's get yeah. I need the right thing. That's all. Okay. Almost there. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yep. That's it. Okay, we're good. All right. I don't even know if audio's coming through. But whatever. Who saw? Everybody saw. Whatever. Who cares? That's the question. Who cares? There we go. That's the story. That's it. Um, Jesus Christ, Nick. Sorry, I forgot I wanted to scan the timeline. Yeah, dude, Nick is incredible at this game. Yeah, Nick's crazy. Dude, he literally has viral tweets every week, just about every week, like massive viral tweets. Dude, what a guy! 43, no kids, crypto millionaire, smoking hot girlfriend. Dude, that's incredible. How many views? Hang on. 4.8 million views, dude. That's bonkers. Oh, no shit. Okay, that's cool, cutie. Dude, he's Nick's good at the game. Nick's great at the game. It's funny too when you see what he does. You'd almost think like you could do it. Anybody can do it, and I think that's true. But also, like, not everybody's doing it. Pretty fucking impressive what he does. It really is. Oh my god, yeah, the Trump FIFA award's hilarious. I saw some people talking. I don't know enough about it. People are saying it was like them mocking him, which I don't think is true at all. I don't think at all. Oh, here's a little more info. A reminder that Fidgetal's blind boxes feature G Boy leaderboard score. If you want to buy a cute box baby, we thank you for that interior. But what the fuck is he saying? I don't. They do have like a leaderboard in that space. Yeah, the flogs are great. They're gonna do well. I don't understand. I don't understand the G Boy shit. If I'm guessing what way I'm gonna go with that, I'm probably gonna buy a box. I just don't want to. I just don't want to. Crypto ready for a December recovery from Coinbase. All right. Okay. I like. What? I'm actually surprised. Okay. Good trader. Really good trader. All right. Just peeking. What else? Just peeking. I feel like there's something of something else big, fun that's happened this week. Hmm. Backroom, I think, is interesting. That's really at 1.6 mil. Okay, whatever. I don't. Maybe there's nothing else really happening. So then we hit Netflix and Warner Brothers, which is crazy and big and all that. Netflix is now going to own. And by the way, this is going to take a year to play out, at least a year, at least a year. But Netflix, has won the right to buy Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, like Discovery, I think, which means guys like Game of Thrones is going to be on Netflix, and Harry Potter, like exclusively on Netflix, and all the DC superhero stuff, all of it, like new Supergirl movie coming out, new Green Lantern series coming out, new, Superman sequel coming out, all on Netflix, which is wild. And like the idea is a lot of that stuff may never go to theaters, or it's in theaters for like a week and then right to Netflix. Guarantee that means they bump up some like new tier, like whatever it costs now. I'm guessing what, $20 a month or 25. I don't even know. I bet you there's gonna be a new like pro tier that's like 50 a month, and you get all those movies like day. Actually, shit, dude, that might be kind of cool. Imagine if you could pay like a $50 a month. Oh shit, they could do some cool stuff with this. $50 a month, and it gets you like the new releases, like the movies. Gets you them at home. Otherwise, you got to go, to the theater. But what if it's actually like for that tier, you get a free pass at the theater, something like that, right? I don't know. Maybe that's stupid, but there's so much other IP than they own too. But again, Harry Potter was the biggest one, which there's a whole new Harry Potter series coming out, like a remake of all the movies, but each one is a season. So it was going to be on HBO. Now it's going to be on Netflix. Game of Thrones will be super weird. Right? New series. There's that new series coming out in January. I forget the name of it. There's a brand new Game of Thrones show coming out. There's the House of Dragons. All that stuff in a year will be on Netflix. So we'll see what happens between now and then. But pretty big. There's like the cinema nerds are thinking it's like the end of movies, which maybe it is. I don't know. But pretty big deal. And pretty fucking cool. I actually like it. Good. I like fuckery. I just like the K. I like look, I'm consistent. I say I like it here in crypto and NFTs. I do. And I like it, out there. I just love it. Dude, Max Payne's 0.7. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't know, boys. Feeling kind of good. Feeling kind of optimistic about stuff. I am. Tomorrow we'll do more market stuff. We'll start getting a feel for, I don't know, who's right here? The Bears, the Bulls. Do we have one final pump and then down to 60? Or is it different? And do we see a Bitcoin all-time high next year? Which I think we do. Retirement money coming into, dude, we got so much to talk still. Retirement money coming into crypto. That's not crypto that's going to be sold, by the way. That's retirement plans, which, by the way, is I'm going to double check this, I think it's like a 20 or $50 trillion sector, probably the wrong way to call it, but hang on, let me look this up. We're talking like tens of trillions of dollars with what, 1% getting allocated to crypto. It's kind of a big deal. I'm cheating. I'm looking. How big? All right, hang on. I need to see, because this is a big fucking deal. We'll end at this, but okay. Yeah, here we go. At the end of Q2 2025, it's our most recent data. Total retirement assets is $46 trillion. $46 trillion fucking dollars. $46 trillion. If 1% of that is invested in crypto, that's almost $500 billion coming into crypto. And it probably is going to be something like that, like 1%. Up to, like we saw Bank of America recommend 1 to 4% for their clients, right? Like we might start seeing something like that, meaning that is just one of the avenues where we might start seeing $1 trillion growth in the crypto market because of that. That's fucking crazy. And that's happening in 2026. That's fucking crazy. I don't know if it's all at once. I don't know if it's just in your retirement plan you pick from this date forward. And there's different periods of times where these retirement plans will adjust their portfolios, right? There's just these times where they're like, they no longer are investing in this asset. They're now going to start investing in this asset, right? You know, like kind of like that. It's not all of a sudden all at once. But there will be there'll be times where that happens. And that's not crypto that's going to be sold. It's just not, right? Your 401ks and whatever, these are not things you move in and out of. You're in and you let these things marinate for years and years and years. Definitely, Mike Bennett, definitely. And still December optimism. And there we go. And now that's fair. There are exit liquidity. I mean, fair. But that's coming. It's coming. You know, Vanguard clients now able to trade crypto. We saw massive volume this week because of it, because of the ETFs. I forgot who it was. Another multi-trillion-dollar asset manager that is going to offer on-platform crypto trading next year. Gonna get interesting. I don't see us. I have trouble not seeing it an all-time high next year. I don't know about any of the other cryptos, but Bitcoin, I have a lot of trouble seeing it. Still strategic Bitcoin. Well, we'll save it for tomorrow. God damn it. It's going to get fun. It's going to get fun. All right, boys. Have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow, whatever. Same time, same place. Subscribe over at Inside NFTs on YouTube. It's where most of you are watching anyways, but I need to, you know what? I need to do up the graphics over here. I need to buff it. I gave my other show a buff. It does look better. Actually, I think I mentioned earlier today, but my views have more than doubled since I changed my thumbnails and the graphics on the other show. I looked at the last 10 days and compared it to the 10 prior days, like almost 125% higher average views. And that's like no promo, no nothing, which is kind of cool. So anyway, I kind of need to buff this one too. I think so. But for another time. All right, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you. Don't buy toys. Goodbye.